We will be live in just a moment from Auto Club Speedway for the third race of the season, third race of 13 here in the Xfinity Series for the Treat My Clock 200. After Atlanta, here's a refresher look at our chase standings. Remember, the top 12 make it. Right now, Christopher Bell and Matt Tifft are pretty safe. Brandon Jones is just 1 point above the cutoff. Jeffrey Earnhardt, after winning surprisingly at Atlanta, is on top. So we'll get ready for this one, the third race of the season, and we'll give you your starting lineup and hit the green flag in just a moment on WUB Network. Hello everyone, and welcome to the bumps of Auto Club Speedway, the 2-mile oval in Fontana, California for today's Treat My Clock 200. I'm Eddie Coleggi, joined by Trip McGinnis, the third race of the Xfinity Series season, where the winner will be a driver in the third season of the Progressive Cup Series. Trip, are you excited? Oh man, this is going to be a really great race today at Auto Club after a couple exciting ones. Well, let's take a look at how this 40-car field lines up. In row number 1, it's the 11 of Blake Koch and the number 7 of Jeffrey Earnhardt. In row 2, it's Cole Custer and Gavin Funk, who's had a strong year. Then row 3, Jeremy Clemens and Spencer Gallagher. Then Elliott Sadler and Kyle Busch in the 20. All of those are pictured on the screen. Then row 5 is the 22 car, today piloted by Joey Logano, and the 3 of Scott Lagasse. Then it's Harrison Rhodes in the 01 and the 18 of Christopher Bell. Row 7 finds the 41 of Kaz Gralla and the 86 of Brandon Brown. Then in row 8, you see the number 21. That one is piloted by Daniel Hemrick and the 33 of Brandon Jones. Then moving on to row number 9, you'll see Michael Annett and the 4 of Ross Chastain. Then in row 10, you'll find the 88 car. That one is driven by Alex Bowman today, and then the 48 of Brendan Poole. Second half of the pack, then it's Matt Tifft and Jeff Green. Row 12, you'll find Ty Wang in the 42, John Hunter Nemechek in the 98. Following them in row 13, you'll find the number 6 of Fisher G and the 12 car today, piloted by Chase Briscoe. Following them is the number 2 of Ben Kennedy and the 39 of Ryan Sieg. Then the 74 of Mike Harmon and the 0 of Garrett Smithley, who just landed a cup ride for next season with Rick Ware Racing. Then you've got the 89 of Morgan Shepherd, the 97 of Stephen Light. Following them is the number 28 car of Dakota Armstrong and the 99 of David Starr. Then it's J.J. Yaley and Justin Ray in the 40. Then it's Ryan Reed in the 60 and the 78 piloted by B.J. McLeod. And rounding out the field is the 13 of Tommy Iwata Jr. and the 24 of Dylan Lupton. DNQ's Ty Majeski did not make this race. Neither did Joey Gase nor Kyle McKay in the 07. As we're just about ready to go. Trip, are you ready? Oh yeah, 20 laps. They are going to have to pit at some point. I'm ready to get this thing going. It's going to be Cook and Earnhardt leading us to green. Oh man, here we go. Hold them, flagman, hold them. Green flag, let's go, let's roll. Here we go, we're underway in the third Xfinity race. And already Cole Custer getting down to the bottom, trying to take a peek on the leaders. Yeah, look at Elliott Sadler in that 1 car. 3 wide for 5th. With the 51 and the 9, that is. And look at the outside, Jeffrey Earnhardt working with his teammate Gallagher. Wow, and Kyle Busch trying to get a little daring. Oh, Elliott Sadler got loose already. There's Joey Logano trying to point a nose in there in the 22. He, Bowman, and Busch are the only 3 Cup drivers in the race this weekend. As Blake Koch checking out in the leaders, as Custer, Funk, and Clemens all battle for second, Earnhardt, your outside pole sitter, is already back to 7th place. Yeah, and Sadler getting a little too aggressive right now with Kyle Busch as we begin lap number 2 of 20. Cook with a big lead, Custer and 3 wide, make it 4 wide. Smart move by Kyle Busch to duck down to that inside, but now he's looking even more again. All the way to the outside, Sadler, Funk in the middle, Clemens on the inside. Sadler falls back a little to right behind that 62. Wow, that 62 of Gavin Funk has been fast in every single race. Another top 10 after a great run leading laps at Daytona, 8th place at Atlanta. And look at Elliott Sadler almost working that Larson lane. Kyle Larson not running an Xfinity race for the first half of this season. He might run a couple as the season progresses. As he looks under Gavin Funk. As meanwhile, Blake Koch is checking out on the field. Daniel Hemrick making some ground up. Yeah, he's already up near the top 10. Christopher Bell did not have the best starting spot. He's gaining some ground. Meanwhile, Kyle Busch is going to clear Jeremy Clemens for second place. Yeah, we've already seen one Cup regular win this year. That was Eric Jones in a beaten-up 20 car at Daytona, so it could happen again. Whoa, and the 1 almost overshoots the corner. Contact with the 00 of Custer. The 62 is going to try to make a move in the middle. Sadler is 4th, Clemens to the outside. Yeah, I didn't really expect Jeremy Clemens to be running so well today. Decent at Atlanta, he finished 14th, so definitely some stuff to be excited about with him. Here's Sadler trying to go for 3rd on him as it's a big wad of cars behind Sadler and Clemens. Yeah, and then it really breaks up around 15th place. Lap 4 of 20. Here's Elliott Sadler now. It looks like he's going to clear the 51 car. Yep, no trouble there for Sadler. So let's see if Sadler can start gaining on them. And you just saw with both Sadler and Clemens, the way those cars are just jostling around. Let's take a ride with Elliott for a few seconds and see what it's really like. Yeah, you look how this car is just bouncing around. Interesting lane he takes. He gets a little loose, but runs the middle outer part of the track, probably the 4th out of the 5 lanes. And then watch this car bounce down the back straightaway. It's almost like it's on a bungee cord or something. And we saw this, we saw the bad tire wear at, when we were racing at, in the Progressive Cup Series at Auto Club. So, we can, and in the Virtual Racing Championship, the Tide Racing Series, there was a blown tire. Progressive Cup Series, we didn't have any tire blows, but we did see cars really slowing down as the run progressed, so it's really going to see who can save the tires the most heading into the pit stop. Elliott Sadler just got really loose, and he's going to save it. Yeah, nice job by Elliott Sadler. He's a veteran. Blake Cook, kind of a veteran, I guess you'd say. Yeah, Kaulig Racing and him, they've been around now in the Xfinity Series for quite a while. Then, of course, Busch and Sadler, and then a bunch of youngsters. Hemrick, Funk, Brandon Jones, Harrison Rhodes right behind. Look at Sadler trying to run that outside. Can he catch Kyle Busch? Yeah, in this battle, Blake Cook is checked out on the field. Look how far ahead. He's almost 2 seconds ahead of these guys. Sadler gets a little loose once again as we're now on lap 7 of 20. Hemrick has gotten up to 4th. How? What a job by Hemrick. He qualified 15th, and he's all the way up to 4th already. And he's had a bad season. He finished 34th at Daytona. Atlanta was a mid-pack race, and he ended up getting 17th. And he's gotten in the wall in both races. But that 21 is up there today. And right behind him, I believe that's Jeremy Clemens still hanging in the mix. Actually, no, that's Brandon Jones now, as Clemens goes 3 wide with Spencer Gallagher, who's now pointing his nose into the picture, and Gavin Funk. Yeah, a lot of Chevys, and then the Toyota Jones up there. And then, I mean, Spencer Gallagher, every race now, he is really impressing after joining Junior Motorsports this year. Look at this move by Sadler to the outside. Hemrick is right over there. Oh, and Sadler brushes the wall. Oh, we got a perfect action shot of that. And Hemrick's going to go by him. Daniel Hemrick clears Elliott Sadler. Is now a battle for 6th between Brendan Poole and Spencer Gallagher. And now it's 2-3-4 under a blanket. Kyle Busch, Hemrick, and Sadler. You know, I really expected Kyle Busch to just be able to fly away from these guys and try to catch Cook. But it's not happening. If we go green to the end, watch out for that 11 of Blake Cook. Sadler is trying to make a move. The 21 of Hemrick, though, not giving him any room. Kyle Busch, and he's going to shove Hemrick a little. And Sadler, once again, is going to whip all the way out to the outside. Yeah, he was running the inside line in practice, and now he's running the outside, just like Kyle Busch was running the inside, and he's taking more of a middle groove this race. Hemrick has now cleared Kyle Busch for 2nd. Wow, and Sadler's got to be careful that he doesn't lock his bumper too much with Kyle Busch, because he can't do that. This is the Xfinity Series. Elliott Sadler to the outside. Kyle Busch, though, is going to hang in front of him at least for this point. Brandon Jones is 5th. A battle for 6th between Poole and Gallagher continues to rise. Yeah, let's see. What can this one car do? He's trying to look under Kyle Busch. Hemrick has not been able to get away from them just yet. Brandon Jones having a good day. Yeah, I'm liking the way Brandon Jones's car is looking. He's 10th in points right now. All these RCR cars. You got 4 of them in the top 10 now. Scott Lagasse in the very back of the top 10 in 10th place right now. And in front of them, you got Funk, you got Hemrick, and 33 of Jones. And Ben Kennedy is not that far behind. No, he's not. Sadler wiggling back and forth. Blake Cook, though, checked out in the field. He's led every lap, and we're halfway through lap 11 of 20. Yeah, and these cars can't stay more than about 5 more laps without pitting, so this should get interesting. Cole Custer falling back a little as Sadler just scraped the wall again. Yeah, we're seeing him really tightening up. I don't think he can run that outside groove much longer without major problems. Kyle Busch has now gotten a little distance from Sadler, as has Hemrick. The good battle is for 6th between Poole and Gallagher. Yeah, Spencer Gallagher is not as strong this weekend as he's been in the first 2 races where he's been leading laps, but still definitely a top 10 car, and he's going to be able to pick up a lot of points and really ensure himself safe, because we got the next couple races where you could have problems with Bristol, and then we're going to another super speedway in Talladega. There's the one ducking out to the outside of Kyle Busch. Good battle for 3rd here. Then it's Jones. Harrison Rhodes is up to 6th. Poole, then the 9, and then the 62 of Gavin Funk. Jeremy Clemens rounds out your top 10. Sadler and Busch almost mimicking each other with the lines. Sadler trying to run that inside, but it's getting a little too loose for him. And now we're going to have just 8 laps to go, and green flag pit stops almost sure to start soon. Yeah, this should get interesting when we have green flag pit stops. Don't believe anybody's out of the race yet, but don't mark my words for it. We'll see it officially with the results at the end. Whoa, contact! Kyle Busch is loose. Wow, Sadler drove it in too hard, and he's going to save it. Now the 2 veterans getting a little feisty, and here come all the youngsters charging at them. Wow, Sadler's torn up. Sadler's going to take a look to the inside here, and Busch is going to chop down and block him. Wow, you can see Kyle Busch is not pleased with that one car right now. Remember Elliott Sadler last year in the KJ Xfinity Series got into that fight with Ryan Preece. I mean, there's certain drivers that Elliott Sadler just has a major attitude towards. And now Brandon Jones is right there, as is Harrison Rhodes. Rhodes did not even make the Daytona race. He did not qualify, yet he's running well here. And look how far Hemrick's gotten away. Hemrick's now only about a second behind Cook. So if he can get a good pit stop, we'll see. Brandon Jones with a run on the outside. A push from Harrison Rhodes. And I don't think Sadler's going to be able to hold him off much longer. Whoa, 3 wide. Harrison Rhodes, Brandon Jones, Sadler. Whoa, Sadler, that was a little scary. And now Harrison Rhodes is going to come into 4th place as contact. How about that JD Motorsports number 01 of Harrison Rhodes having such a strong run? I like seeing that. 20 is going to block the 01. 48 car, 33. Wow, this is getting good. Now Harrison Rhodes is going to get by Kyle Busch for 3rd. And now it's Chevys from 3 different teams, 1, 2, 3, and here comes Hemrick on Blake Cook. Yeah, look at that line on the inside lining up all together. That's Brandon Jones, the 9, the 48, and I think they're going to have to start pitting soon. Hemrick pulling off. 33 pulling off. Whoa, these guys are carrying too much speed. Sadler through the grass. He's going to miss pit road. Out of control goes the 1. Caution waves with 5 to go. Wow, wait a second. Oh my goodness. What the heck happened here at Elliott Sadler? This is going to be a good angle to tell us. Yeah, he gets too much speed. Trying to brake. Oh, he gets so close. Slides through the grass and did not make it. And none of these guys are allowed to pit since the caution came out. He went pirouetting through the grass. So everybody now pits under caution. We'll just have to see how everybody lines up after pit stops. One last look. Let's take it on board with Elliott Sadler through this mess. Let's start all the way back here and just ride with him. You know he wants to pit. He gets down. Wow, just carried too much speed and whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, if he had clobbered that pit wall, that would have been the end of his day. And then this is also the scary part, because he's still trying to get under control. And look at this, sliding up into traffic. Whoa, Matt Tifft. Wow, he was very fortunate. That could have been much, much worse. So, pit stops are going on as we talk, and we'll have to see how everybody lines up with 2 laps to go. There they are. It's the 21 on the inside. In second is Harrison Rhodes. Blake Cook has fallen to 5th after pit stops. In the 42 is Ty Wang in third. Michael Annett, both the 42 and the 5, took fuel only. Then it's Blake Cook, Kyle Busch, Brandon Jones, Gallagher, Poole, Christopher Bell, then Clemens, the 22 of Logano, 62 of Funk, the 8 of Green, then 7 of Earnhardt, 19 of Tifft, Lagasse, John Hunter Nemechek, Bowman, Fisher G, Chastain, Briscoe, and then there finally in 23rd is Elliott Sadler. Yeah, he's our car in focus, but we're going to try our best to get some camera angles. Hemrick is going to try to get a jump on the field as we get underway in overtime. 2 laps to go. Yeah, look at Hemrick up there. Nice jump. And let's see if Rhodes, though, is hanging tough with him. Harrison Rhodes trying to hang on with Hemrick. But Ty Wang's really slow. He's falling through the middle. Hemrick, though, gets a good run through turn 2 on the bottom, and he's going to clear the 0-1 as they come down the backstretch. Wow, look at all these cars under a blanket. The 1 makes a pass. I think Cole Custer might be out of the race. He was in the grass at one point in this race. As meanwhile, look at this 3-wide move by Sadler. Ty Wang is slow in the 33. The 1 makes contact with the 18. Annett falling back. And now 1 lap to go. Hemrick trying to hold off the 0-1. Then it's Blake Cook who's dominated today. The 1 car gets loose. Wow, there's a lot of jostling going on in the pack right now. Yep, there he is. And then 4th place. That's Brandon Jones. Kyle Busch trying to get to the top 5. But I don't think anybody's going to be able to catch Daniel Hemrick, who's about to punch his ticket to the playoffs. Yeah, let's see. One last hope for Rhodes, but Hemrick's going to block him. Yep, Hemrick with a run through 4, and he's going to hang on through turn 4. A lot of contact in the back, but Daniel Hemrick is going to win from the 15th starting spot in the Treat My Clot 200. As a lot of contact back there. Harrison Rhodes second. What a day from him. Chevys make up the top 5, and we'll look at the new point standings and results. Taking a wrap here on today's broadcast, here's your finishing order. Daniel Hemrick, Harrison Rhodes, Blake Cook, Brandon Jones, Elliott Sadler, then Kyle Busch, Ty Wang, Gavin Funk, Brendan Poole, Joey Logano, your top 10. Then Clemens, Bell, Gallagher. How about some guys in the back for Junior Motorsports? Yeah, aside from Sadler, the rest of them struggled. Gallagher, Annett, Earnhardt, Tifft right in the middle. Then Jeff Green, Scott Lagasse, John Hunter Nemechek, Alex Bowman, your top 20. Second half of the field, Chastain, Briscoe, Fisher G, Kaz Brala, Ryan Sieg, your top 25. Then Ben Kennedy, Brandon Brown, Morgan Shepherd, Mike Harmon, Dakota Armstrong, then Smithley, Yaley, Justin Ray, then Light, David Starr, Dylan Lupton, BJ McLeod, Tommy Iwata, Ryan Reed, and Cole Custer. Iwata, Reed, and Custer all did not finish the race. Now the big deal, your playoff standings. Here's how it's looking after race 3 of 13. Earnhardt and Hemrick are locked in. These are the rest of the guys in there right now. Scott Lagasse is right on the bubble. Christopher Bell and Matt Tifft right above. Clemens, Ty Wang, Kaz Grala, and Harrison Rhodes just below. So we hope you enjoyed this broadcast. Our next race will be at Bristol. Thanks for tuning in for the Treat My Clot 200. I'm Eddie Kalegi. Now I'm Trip McGinnis, and we'll see you next time here on WUB Network, America's Sports Leader.